What's up, everybody? Welcome to the channel. Thanks for stopping by to check out my review of Dungeons and Dragons Dark Alliance. Man, I'm sorry for forgetting the name, but as you're about to see, this one wasn't pretty. Not at all. And, I was really debating even doing a review of this game within the first 5 minutes of playing. But I said, you know what? I got to. I got to. For the 600 plus subscribers, I got to do it for them. So, hope you guys enjoy. Leave a like, subscribe if you aren't subscribed. It's free. Hey, best things in life is free, right? Sorry for the bad English there, but yeah, guys, hope you enjoy it. Yeah, here we go. Alright guys, let's jump right into this review. It's going to be your standard Nocturnal game review with scoring for story, graphics, gameplay and mechanics, enemies and bosses, and last but not least, replayability. Now, how does Dungeons & Dragons Dark Alliance stack up on my scoring chart? Well, let's see. Not very good, but for the sake of the video, let's get right into the story. The story for Dark Alliance is a basic adventure type story. That's the best I could say about it. It's centered around a chosen one, air quotations, since you can't see it, finding this crystal shard that can only be found by the one. Very Matrix-like from Dungeons and Dragons here, but yeah, you have to be the one, find the crystal shard to, bring peace to the realm or whatever the fuck this game wants you to do. But you see, the game's not going to earn its score for the story. It's a basic, serviceable, fairy tale story that we've heard again and again and again. The reason it earns a 2 out of 10, that's right, a 2 out of 10, I'm just spoiler alert here, a 2 out of 10 is what it'll get for the story portion of this review, is because it's like the developer never has played Dungeons & Dragons, and they're developing a Dungeons & Dragons video game. This isn't your story. And what I mean by that is, you don't make your own character. In a Dungeons & Dragons game, and I have no scoring for character and customization, but it would get a 0 in character customization because there really is none. It's a Dungeons & Dragons game where you have 4 preset characters. You have a fucking archer, you have a swordsman, a dwarven, battle axe guy, and some other douchebag that you can choose from with a warhammer. I probably got them mixed up, but I don't really care to go and look at their names because I don't care about the characters. Dungeons & Dragons, at its essence, at its core, is about you. It's about you creating a story and going on adventures with your friends, and the developer completely missed the mark on the whole idea of what should be in a Dungeons & Dragons game. So once again, story gets a 2 out of 10 for Dungeons & Dragons Dark Alliance. Starting off strong, real strong Dungeons & Dragons. Next is graphics. And I wish I could say the graphics would make up for the shit story, but I gotta be real. I've seen the same graphics on my 360. I thought I booted up an old 360 game that maybe by some mistake Game Pass had uploaded this in the 360 category as an old flashback, but no, this is a new game, and it looks like trash. It does. I mean, it would be serviceable 10 years ago, back on the 360 console, but other than that, it's muddled textures. It's the same dark and dank environment over and over again. It's not very good. The overlay kind of reminds me of a ripoff of Destiny, especially when you go to your main town center area where you can buy from a merchant, trade in your crystals for different weapon skins and stuff like that. It doesn't look good. Nothing about this game makes you want to look at it. Actually, my eyes are significantly worse off after viewing this game. I actually have to go to whatever an eye doctor would be called, an optometrist, and definitely get an evaluation after this. I do not recommend even looking at the icon on your desktop because it may cause retinal bleeding. Hey guys, don't get your panties in a bunch, okay? I put the horse in front of the cart, or the cart in front of the horse, whatever the saying is. Got a little excited to reveal my score for graphics, and well, the wait is over. Graphics get a 4 out of 10, whichever way the graphics going to be for the graphics. Yeah, Dungeons and Dragons graphics not good. 4 out of 10. Back to the review. Okay, not rectal bleeding, which it may also cause that if you paid $39 for this visual piece of trash. Next is gameplay and mechanics. I know I've been very hard on Dungeons and Dragons Dark Alliances, and I've been pretty hard on the developers. And I'm just a small YouTuber, but I know that Angry Joe's probably going to be pretty hard on the developers as well, because I don't know what they were doing in this game. Gameplay and mechanics, man. Let me tell you, the AI in this game is the worst. Let me repeat myself. The worst AI I have ever experienced. And I've played Madden, I've played 2K, I've played some of the shittiest games in existence, and the AI in this game is broken. It's like the developers, once again, the developers did not even try to play test this. They said, let's just get this quick cash off all the nerds who sit in their basement, and we'll just take advantage of them and put this trash out. That's exactly how they just treated their fan base right here, because there is no AI in this game. I've seen better AI in Pong on the Atari, okay? That's how bad the AI is. And just look at this footage here, and it'll tell you everything you need to know. And I know, I get it's kind of cheesing with the Archer, which is the way I went because I like to play Archer. I would want to do, Dungeons and Dragons as an Archer or Ranger or something like that. But, I mean, I know it's cheese here that you're seeing, but I didn't even have to try to find it. It's in every single encounter with every single enemy. And it's not just with enemies, it's with bosses too, which is my next category after I reveal this score here of a 1 out of 10 for gameplay and mechanics. Why does it get a 1 out of 10? Well, it's boring, okay? There's a set, you get moves that you can unlock through as you play the game, but really it's just not worth it. I mean, you can shoot your arrows up into a sky and watch them come down on the enemies that aren't even chasing you because they have like a set barrier of where they can go and where they can't go. So it's really useless. You can just sit there and pick them off with a bow. And I know, well, don't be a bow, don't be a ranger, be an up close guy. And sure, maybe that'll help my experience a little bit. But to be honest, that shouldn't even be a problem. Why do the enemies not automatically chase you? Why do they only have a set zone of where they can go? And after, there's so many bugs in this game. One more thing I have to mention is every time you kill an enemy, they get yanked to the fucking sky like they're a puppet, okay? They get yanked up every time they die. It's the goofiest animation I think I've ever witnessed in a game. So not only the worst AI, the worst death animations. They get yanked they ascend into the afterlife in such a glorious fashion. You really have to see it to believe it. But yes, gameplay and mechanics for Dungeons and Dragons Dark Alliance gets a 1 out of 10. Yes, maybe the enemy and bosses can save this game, right? Wrong. Enemy and bosses, man, are repetitive. The enemy types repeat themselves over and over and over again. You're going to face your basic melee guys, and you're going to face your basic range guys. And that's it. That's all. Maybe it'll have a little bit of a modifier, like one guy will have frost abilities and one guy will have fire abilities. Whoa, calm down. Please slow down with the enemy variations. Please, for the love of God, my mind and spirit can't handle it, Dungeons and Dragons. Not only that, it just gets... It's so boring since, they're easy. They're easily interrupted during combat, so... Even as a melee character, when I would go in with the ranger, I could just melee them to death with no real effort at all. Oh, what about the bosses? Well, the bosses are cool, except the AI, once again, comes to fuck the bosses and all the boss battles. It just rips the joy out of it. It says, it's like one of those people on Halloween that don't turn their light on. Or have their light on, and then you go knock on their door, and you open it up, and like, let's have some candy, and they just fucking knock your bucket onto the ground and say, get out of here, loser. That's exactly how I feel playing Dungeons & Dragons Dark Alliance. Thanks for spilling my candy, assholes. Go fuck yourself, okay? Enemy and bosses get a 2 out of 10. A 2 out of 10 for enemies and bosses. Now, lastly, the last part of this review here. How is the replayability? I know you've been listening to these scores and you say, well, maybe it's better the second time. Maybe I just haven't fully experienced Dungeons and Dragons Dark Alliance. Maybe I need to go for another ride on this roller coaster of excitement. Well, no, you will not pay me enough to play this game again. I would rather do so many more things with my life. I wish, a lot of people say if they had a time machine, they'd go back, they'd kill Hitler. Rightfully so, right? No, I would go back and punch myself in the face for even thinking about playing this game. I want my time back. That's something that the developers of Dungeons and Dragons have taken away from me. They've taken my valuable time. Okay, I want it back, but I'll never get it back. The AI, the bugs, the shitty graphics, the shitty music, the shitty dialogue. One last thing, the dialogue in this game. You ever play a game and they just repeat it over and over? They only have like 2 lines of dialogue. I know I'm jumping all over the place, but 2 lines of dialogue.
This dragon's moving in. I'm moving out. Way out. This dragon's moving in. I'm moving out. Way out.
Sometimes even 1. They'll just repeat every 5 seconds. Just seriously, if you have Game Pass, download it. Go listen to an enemy talk. They will repeat the same lines of dialogue over and over and over again every 5 seconds. It's the most annoying shit ever. You have the voice actors there. Have them record 2 more lines. Can you come up with 2 more lines of dialogue, or is that too much to expect from a Dungeons and Dragons game? There was a game a long time ago. It was a Dungeons and Dragons game, kind of in the style of Diablo. Top-down, a dungeon crawler like that. That was a great game. That's the way they should have went instead of this trash. Or maybe a game kind of like in the Mass Effect vein where you can decide things for your character. There's no decisions. There's no personality in this game. And that's why replayability gets a 0 out of 10. A 0 out of 10, okay? Now I crunched the numbers. I got on my calculator. I started putting the numbers in, and I came up with a whopping 1.8 out of 10. Now you may be saying, Nocturnal, can't you just round it up to a 2? No, I am not rounding this up to a 2. A 1.8 out of 10 is very fucking generous, okay? So whoever developed this game needs to go back to the drawing board for sure. And probably, no, don't go back to the drawing board. Hand me your dry erase marker. Let me turn it sideways and no, I'll stop myself. I'll be the bigger man, okay? But yeah, that's it for this Nocturnal game review. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one. Hey guys, thanks for watching. Had to cut my outro a little short there because my dogs decided to have World War III in my kitchen, and you could hear it in the audio. So I just wanted to say thanks for watching. If you haven't, subscribe. If you want more gaming content like this, reviews, let's plays, opinions on shit, stuff like that, just hit that subscribe button. Comment down below if you are a poor, unfortunate soul that for some reason would buy this game without watching this review. I mean, what are you doing with your life, man? But yeah, leave a like, comment, all that good YouTube shit that gets my videos the views that they get. I'm very thankful. Almost to 1,000. I'm on the grind, putting out videos pretty constantly. And also check out my Twitch. Doing some plugs here. I don't really do them often, so thanks for sticking through this if you have. But my Twitch, Nocturnal_Gamer93. We do streams every other day. And yeah, thanks for watching. Peace.